In her time as a member of the Camden Hills girls soccer team, senior Kristina Kelly's name has been called many times after she has scored a goal, but now her name has been called for the first time as the 2019 High School Girls National Player of the Year by the United Soccer Coaches.
It's just an unbelievable feeling and just something that I didn't know existed, but now that I know and I've received it, it seems like something that I've been looking towards and trying to achieve my whole life. Like, it's just kind of, one of those type of thing that I would have in the back of my head, since I was little. And now it's almost like a relief, just kind of being known as someone who, got a national award from a small town in Maine. Like, it just, you don't hear of that happening very often.
I had been supplying stats all year because I knew that she could possibly be a contender this year, and but you just don't think it's ever going to happen. And so for her to break out of New England and to be recognized nationally is just a huge, huge honor. And all of her numbers certainly support that selection, and her character and her work ethic support that selection as well.
I think if I had $1 for every time somebody said congratulations to me, I'd be rich. It's just, everybody's so excited, and I mean, I've seen comments on Facebook on the articles from people that I have no connection to, no kids that play sports with me, nothing, that have been commenting about how incredible it is and how proud they are just because I'm from a small town in Maine and they're from a small town in Maine, and it's crazy.
It's such an honor for her. I can't even believe that she's accomplished so much. We've always just done what she wanted with soccer. It's never been focused on, you have to get a scholarship, you have to play here, you have to play there. Never tried to say she has to be on a certain team or can't play with certain people, but really let it go where she wanted to take it, and that really paid off. And it's just such an honor. She and I were discussing the comments that she mentioned to you on some of the news articles, and just how people who don't know us, don't know her, are just so excited because a kid from Maine is the National Player of the Year.
At 8 or 9 years old, she's the smallest one on the team, playing 2 years up, and she could just always rise to the occasion. She was very tough and focused and team-oriented, so she made the players around her better. She just seemed to have an awareness for the field and the game to be able to slow it down and make the right decision. So between doing that and being unselfish, at a very young age, you could tell she was going to do something good.
Kelly amassed 159 goals in her 4-year career, with 64 assists and 37 hat tricks, with 49 of those goals coming this past season as a senior. Kelly holds multiple school records and helped guide the Windjammers to 4 straight Class A state crowns. Kelly is also a multi-time All-State member, Kennebec Valley Athletic Conference first-team selection, in addition to regional and national honors. The best things in life always seem to come at the most unexpected times, and Kelly's national award is no different.
I had a doctor's appointment, and the chair of the United Soccer Coaches called my mom. So my mom goes out in the hallway, gets the news, comes back into the room, can't stop smiling, but she won't tell me what it is. And then I went home a couple hours later when I finally got there, and he called back and told me what happened, and I was speechless. I think the most I said was like, wow.
Kelly was part of the first girls soccer state championship in school history and ended her career as a state champion as well, but a lot of growth fell in between.
I've gotten a lot more confident in myself and everybody around me, and I've also gotten a lot stronger. I think wrestling last year helped a lot. I think that made the biggest difference between last year and this year, and helped to set me apart even more. But definitely since my freshman year till now, it's my confidence, and Miss Messer's played a big part in that.
I mean, I think when you're 14, you don't necessarily know what that looks like as being a leader, being the go-to person. And it takes some experiences, both positive and negative, to be able to identify how you want to lead and how you take steps toward breaking out of your shell and being the one that people go toward. And, I think her freshman year she didn't have to, because there were older people on the team who were comfortable in that role, but she got to observe and she got to make some assessments for herself. And, we've had conversations about what that next level looks like, and she was going to have to find her voice and be able to demand the ball. This year in practices, she just really amazed me when I had her go back and play defense, the level of communication she was willing to share. And it makes everybody better around you when you talk. So, that confidence in leading others and leading by example, and finding her voice, it's been amazing.
Like, since I've been here, I know, like, with the 4 state championships, it kind of leaves, like, just, like, a little bit for other people to see, like, a little bit of, like, history. And I think that this is just adding to it, which is what I've been trying to do, with the scoring record and all of the state championships, which, of course, everybody is looking for. And now this, I think it's kind of like the icing on the cake.